G'day guys, Forever Kitty here. So I was listening to somebody yesterday and they're talking about different archetypes of people, and they're speaking more specifically about kings, queens, warriors, princesses and all that sort of stuff. So I thought I'd sort of not dumb it down but simplify it more into being royal. Basically being royal, I guess, is to be the best that you can be in your life, to have, one of which is to have honor, which is, honor is a duty. It's different from being a hero. Honor is, you will do your duty. You don't need accolades. You don't need recognition. It's just something that you do because it's part of your principles, your guiding principles, and your code or your internal code. And you don't try and get out of it. You don't try and wend your way around your own honor, because that is dishonoring and disrespectful, not only to others but to yourself. One of the other things is they said it was essential to being royal in yourself is to take care of yourself. So if you have any problems, physical, mental, spiritual, you need to take care of yourself. Basically, being a grown-ass person, being a mature grown-ass person, taking care of your own business, take care of your own self, being independent, not having to rely on somebody for something. I mean, that's what makes a relationship so much better, is that you don't have to have them in your life, but it's something that you choose to have, and it makes your life so much richer. The fact that you don't have to have them in your life, that you're not completely dependent on them for everything, it means that, you're able to survive and exist as an individual. You can leave at any moment, but the fact that you don't leave a relationship even when times are tough, makes you being together so much better, and it has so much more meaning. I mean, there's plenty of people I know who stay together who believe that, oh no, I stay together because, I'm willing and I want to. It's like, no. Some of them I've seen stay together because they feel that they have to, because they've boxed themselves in, they've got nowhere to go, and they believe that they're doing it out of choice when they're not really. That's essentially it for that, I guess. But being royal, there's times when I've failed in being royal to myself, but I don't overly criticize myself for it. Well, I do, but I need to reel it back, because that's also not a part of being royal. It's being able to look at yourself critically, not be too arrogant, and yet not be too self-deprecating, because that is also a form of arrogance as well, and self-conceit. It's not easy to do. Not everyone can do it, and I don't get it right all the time. I can tell you that now. But being able to do that it increases your self-awareness to the point where you go, okay, I am fully aware of what I do know, what I don't know, where I do and don't need to improve. And that's a pretty awesome thing for you guys. The other thing is having respect for people. I respect people even when they don't deserve it, okay? And why is that? Why do people say, why do I respect people even though they don't deserve it? So, well, because it's part of it's about me, and it's not always about them, because the whole thing about respecting people as a general rule, even though they don't deserve it, is that you also raise the bar around you. You raise the bar, and the way you handle yourself sets an example. And I'm not one to boast about stuff like that. You let your actions speak for you. I mean, your honor is something, I think I read this somewhere, is that your honor is something that you keep. Your reputation is something others do. You keep your honor, let the other ones talk about your reputation, whatever it is they think it is. and you keep your honour, because you know what, you're going to outlive them and your honour will definitely outlive them, what you stand for, you know. So that's part of it. One of the parts of respecting people even though they don't deserve it is because I kind of expect a bit of a reciprocal acts. Well, I do and I don't. It's nice when it happens, but I don't say, well, I've respected you even though you didn't deserve it, so now I demand this. No. It all happens in time. So I respect people even when they don't deserve it. And in turn, I know that other people love me even when I've not been very lovable. You know, even when I've been a bit of a shit. You know, I mean, that's kind of one of those things. I can call it karma or what you like, but it's like getting rewards for doing something, but you don't know where it's coming from. Some people, they get rewards for doing things, and it's come out of left of centre. Some people recognise it, some people don't. A lot of people don't, and they go, well, I didn't want that, so I'm just going to chuck it out, and I want this specific thing. I said, well, you know what, you're going to have to do better than that, you know. And you know what, that thing that you got, that you threw away, that you said you didn't want, it might have been something that you needed. You ever thought of that? You just threw it away. Opinions, thoughts, presence, acts of service, time spent with people, you know, you threw it away, you wasted it. But being royal, taking care of yourself, mentally, physically, financially, owning your own shit, being humble, respecting others even when they don't deserve it, loving others even when they're not lovable, taking care of the little things so that others can take care of the big things as well. That's it, smoothing out our lives so that, you know, I can take on responsibilities that I'm quite capable of doing and responsibilities that they're quite capable of doing. And we share that responsibility, different parts of the responsibility, but we share it. So, being royal, what do you do to be royal in yourself? I know it'll be different for different people, but being royal, what does that mean to you? To me, that's I guess it, respecting others when they don't necessarily deserve it, loving others when they're not being that lovable, taking care of things in life to allow things to go smoothly. Taking care of yourself is important, because if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of other people. And seriously, being humble, not self-deprecating, that goes on, as I said before, to the other side of arrogance, and it's all about you when it's not necessarily about you. So think about that, what it means to you to be royal. How do you define it? How do you live it? How do you want it to be? How do you see yourself as being royal in and of yourself? You know, you don't have to have flashy cars or anything like that. You just have to have your life in order, mostly, because, you know, stuff happens. And have your own honour, respect for people and love. Take care of yourself financially, mentally, physically, emotionally, socially. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. I'm rambling, so I'll go. And it rained last night or this morning, so I'm feeling a bit achy. That's okay. Morning walks, good, help you clear the head. Just as you might have some evening walks, or, you know, evening cup of coffee or tea. Sit down and ruminate a little bit. Anyways, gotta go. See you guys. Love you. Have a good day.